Opinion is free, data is invaluable. And I just want to go across as I break down for you, caste by caste, how votes have moved according to the India Today Access My India exit poll. So this is very significant because we'll be able to plot in comparison with actual vote share from the last assembly elections, how different communities have voted in this poll. So we'll start with Lingayat votes, which is about 14% of the overall votes of Karnataka. About 76 seats the Lingayats dominate in. According to Access My India, BJP is projected to back 64% of the Lingayat vote share. In the last assembly elections as well, the BJP had 64% of the Lingayat vote share, so there's been no change. The BJP has held on to its Lingayat vote share. This is a significant takeaway from this poll because there's been so much talk about whether the Lingayat vote share will fragment. Our poll shows that hasn't happened. The Congress amongst the Lingayats is expected to bag 20% of the vote share. In the last election, the Congress had 16% of the Lingayat vote share. So the Congress's vote share amongst the Lingayat community up 4%. As far as the JDS is concerned, their vote share amongst the Lingayats is now 10. In the last election, they had 11, so that's about down 1. Let's now come to the Vokaliga community, the second most significant community bloc in Karnataka. About 11% of the total voters of Karnataka, commanding about 54 seats where the Vokaliga community dominates and determines who wins and loses. That's where Shiv Kumar comes from as well. The Congress here projected to back 24% of the Vokaliga vote. This is up 7% from the last time. So because of the effort of the likes of Shiv Kumar and because of the way the Vokaliga vote has shaped up, the Congress has been able to increase its vote share amongst the Vokaligas by 7%. The big story there is that the Janata Dal Secular's grasp over the Vokaliga vote share is down 8% from 54 to 46. That's one of the biggest takeaways from this exit poll. The JDS no longer dominating the Vokaliga vote share in the way that it did till 2018. Let's now come to the Kuruba community. This is where Siddaramaiah comes from. 7% of the total votes in Karnataka. Amongst the Kurubas, the Congress, according to the India Today, and this is the first time we're putting this table out, so it's very significant in terms of understanding what really happened in this. 63% of the Kuruba votes projected to be backed by the Congress. In the last assembly election, this was 59. So that's 4% up from the assembly election of 2018. The BJP, and we heard various BJP leaders say they've got Kuruba leaders now, they hope to pull Kuruba votes away. That hasn't really happened in the way they would have thought. Last time they're 23, this time they're at 22, that's actually down 1. Let's now come to Muslim votes. And this is where Congress spin masters will say that the Bajrang Dal, Bajrang Bali issue actually worked in their favor. Because Access My India projects that the Congress's grasp over the Muslim vote bank, it's about 13% of the total vote bank of Karnataka, has gone up from 78 to 88. In the last post-poll study, it stood at 78%, this time 88. Now this is the kind of massive one-way polarization that we tend to see in a state like West Bengal, where the Trinamool Congress gets these numbers, late 80s, close to 90. That is phenomenal polarization of the Muslim community in the direction of the Congress. I'm just saying this from a psephological perspective. The BJP picking up only 2%, the JDS 10. Now the thing here is that in the last election, the Janata Dal Secular had about 8%. So what we're seeing is a lot of the Muslim vote consolidating in favor of the Congress party. After this, can we now show you how men and women have voted? Now this is important also because typically in election after election in recent years, we've seen the BJP do very well amongst women. Now this would be disconcerting. Just look at the data. Forget the politics, look at the data. Here, the BJP and the Congress's gap amongst women is 11%. 44% of female voters told our pollsters that they voted for the Congress. 33% of the female voters said they voted for the BJP. Amongst the men, the gap is only 5. Now this is one of the biggest takeaways from this post-poll study. Pradeep Gupta is here. Can we just bring him in? Because I'm very curious to understand how this works. Take
Rahul, we
any
saw
state recently, Rajdeep,
No.
the BJP has been, except say West Bengal, where the BJP, because of Mamata Banerjee's presence, and say AIDMK under Jayalalitha. This kind of a gap, 11% gap, Rajdeep, what do you make of this?
Rajdeep Sardesai said it's the gas cylinder election. Who is the person who gets most hit by when there is price rise? The woman in the house. Why is it that every political party, including the BJP and the Congress, both the BJP and the Congress said, Rahul Gandhi in a speech and BJP in its manifesto, we will give free bus travel to women across Karnataka.
Look at their guarantees. Look at what the Congress guarantee card is. Out of those 6 guarantees, 4 guarantees are aimed at women.
Yeah, so you see...
4 of them are aimed at women.
No, Rahul, the fact is, many of the people I met, women, said we will vote for Mr. Modi at the center, but in Karnataka we want a government change. I'll give you a simple point. Mr. Poonawalla mentioned centrally sponsored schemes. What has happened in Karnataka? The 10 kg rice scheme, Anna Bhagya, has gone to 5 kg.
5 kilo.
Please understand, you see, you can come, one size doesn't fit all. Mr. Poonawalla rightly explained that why is it that in the northeast this is not, that we have not faced this anti-incumbency, why not in North India? Your delivery systems of your local MLAs. There's anger against the local MLAs who are missing during COVID. There is anger because, please understand, Mr. Siddaramaiah was the old style welfareist chief minister. He was giving these Anna Bhagya schemes. Indira Canteen. Indira Canteen came in, was extremely successful. The BJP thought, ye kahan Indira ke naam pe hai? They tried to reduce the funding to it. The BJP has successful centrally sponsored scheme like Ayushman Bharat. It has made a difference. Ujjwala initially did make a difference in states like Karnataka. There is the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Yes, they are giving credit to Mr. Modi.